think that's it. So I am super curious about the relationship of the vagabond to everyone else, and like, I'm, it's, it seems especially significant to me that the fact that the vagabond can use like type commands to manipulate John seems extremely significant. I mean, I feel like that's kind of an obvious statement, but like, that dynamic strikes me as what I find interesting about that is that it's kind of a similar relation. There's kind of a similar relationship between John and Rose, in that like Rose is like kind of watching John like in the game, and like she's also kind of like playing the game and stuff like that. And the vagabond is sort of doing the same thing, but it's like a different relationship because Rose doesn't like control John or have like influence over John the same way the vagabond does. Like the vagabond can like directly tell John what to do, and John is like no conscious awareness of what's going on. He just knows that there's something compelling him to do a thing he doesn't want to do, and he's able to fight it off, which is also interesting. It makes me wonder if like there's some kind of meta game within a game going on. Like, is the entire story of Dave and Rose, and don't tell me if I'm right or wrong, I'm just like speculating out loud, but like, is like the entire Rose, Dave, John thing, like, is that all like a big game that someone else is playing? I don't know. But like, it's also like interesting that like, you know, they all have these like these Sylladex thingies, which are like very game mechanic-y, and they just have them like in their day-to-day lives, and that's like not a normal everyday thing, but they're all like, this is no big deal. But anyway, yes, we do have one more friend to meet, Jelly Possum. We have Garden Gnostic, and I'm super curious about Garden Gnostic too, because like Garden Gnostic like has really been strongly hinting at powers of premonition, and I'm super curious about how that works too. So anyway, that's sorry, this is just kind of speculation time with Bretomania. But enough of that. Let's jump into the story, and let's see what we got. Okay. Alright, so John is asleep. Rose is gonna check the alchemy exorcist. Okay. Rose, check alchemy exorcist. Looks like a sort of index document. Let me try that again. Looks like a sort of index documenting all the known results for punch card alchemy combinations. Very cool. This could be a convenient resource as you start to stumble on more useful card combinations. But ever since John started punching cards, you've been contemplating other ways this item manufacturing system could be put to use. In particular, if you obtain the code for any item at your disposal, you think you could theoretically send the code to John and he could make it himself. That is, if you can think of anything that would be worth sending to him. Oh, is Act 3 good? I mean, I feel like the whole story just like improves as it goes. Let's capture log the Suburb server CD. Oh, that is brilliant. You eject the disk and capture log the server CD. Message John the captcha code. That is kind of ingenious. Holy cow. That is brilliant. If it works. Oh, god damn it. Oh no. Oh no, did she like damage it? Oh wait, there's no code. Okay. I see, there's no code. Gotcha. Well, it was worth a try. Oh yeah, it's on the website. The We Love Fine ad, it's on the website. I wish I had like any kind of sponsor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The fire is getting dangerously close. Oh dear. Also, the generator's running out. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! How is she supposed to help John? Oh, Dave needs to find the server disk. Or Dave just needs to find his disk. Oh god, is it all up to Dave now? Are we screwed? Oh, facepalm ×2 combo. Oh no. Alright, there's sound on this next one. Wake up, John. Wake up. Come on, Flash. Hey, it's our dad! And a cake! And fruit gushers! And other things! Is this like saving our progress? Like, is John like saving his game? Like, did he just like dream about all the things that happened? Oh gosh, there's a monster right behind him. Oh dear. Oh yes, yeah, please be careful with spoilers, guys. Because I have not, as you know, I have not read Homestuck. Alright. What's happening in the Pester log? Hey! Whoa, there you are. How's your adventure going, John? It's okay. I am making some progress, and Rose finally connected again, so she is helping me now. Oh, that's good. Oh, but, like, I don't think I am actually saving the world here. Sad face. Oh, that's right. That's right. We were told that the world is doomed anyway. I don't know what I'm really accomplishing, but I guess it's not that. Well, I think whatever it is, it must be pretty important. Don't lose hope, John. I think it will all turn out for the best if you stay positive. Just keep listening to your grandmother's advice. Yeah, you're probably right. But, I don't think I mentioned Nana to you, did I? Oh, I don't know, didn't you? I don't know. Maybe you talked to Rose or Dave about it or something. Yeah, maybe that was it. Oh gosh. Garden Gnostic. Why do you know things? Why does Garden Gnostic know things before other people can know about them? Let's see. They're really weird when they talk to me about you. Like, they're always trying to convince me you have some spooky powers, but I'm always like, no, she seems like a pretty regular girl to me. Oh gosh. But then when I think back, maybe there are times when it seems like you know some things. Like, maybe you know more about a thing than you are telling me. I don't know. Oh, well, John, I want to explain lots of things to you. Some things that I know. I'm just waiting. Waiting for what? Oh, John! I forgot. I was messaging you about that meteor that fell near my house. Oh, sorry guys. I meant to start the music back up. Sorry. Let's see. Oh yeah, whatever happened with that? Oh boy, well, it turns out I was confused about it. Really confused. See, I guess I fell asleep for a while and lost track of time. That happens. Yeah, I know, tell me about it. Maybe you should, like, wear an alarm clock or something. So, what was the deal with the meteor? Well, it's hard to explain. But I know what it is now. And now I know everything's going to be okay. So what is it? Or is this just another thing you're waiting to tell me? Oh gosh, John, I really want to tell you all of this stuff. But I can't yet. I really think you need to wake up first. Huh? Oh, well, okay, not literally. Well, okay, maybe kinda literally. Ugh! Stop being so confusing! Well, anyway, time for you to go, John. I think you have some company, heart. So wait, what does she mean by he needs to wake up first? Is John, like, sleeping? Is this all just a dream? I swear, if this whole thing is just a dream... Well, I guess we'll find out. Quickly grab the pogo hammer. Because you do have company, John. Hammer kind. You stick the pogo hammer back in your strife specimen and get ready to kill some more of those pesky little... Huh? What's that? Okay, yeah, I'm sure it'll be explained, guys. I'm just like, what's going on? Oh, right, it's that giant. It's the giant guy. That's right. There's a giant imp. Tentacle therapist, cease pestering ectobiologist. Rose, why aren't you dropping something on that thing? Oh no. Oh, that's right. Be the imp. You be the imp and quickly abscond the fuck out of there. This is what weaker adversaries do whenever things get too hot to handle, which is frequently. So wait, John can like be things? Like John can just like straight up be the imp? That's interesting. Anyway, let's prepare for a boss battle. This is great music for preparing a boss battle too. You stop being the imp because that was stupid, and scurry over to your magic chest that you suddenly remembered was on the roof. There are some things in there that would be good to stock up on for a major battle. But it looks like someone has plundered your chest! This is so outrageous! Nice one, Seth. Nice one. Someone plundered our magic chest. This is inexcusable. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The giant imp is making its way up to us. You are being ambushed. There isn't much room to maneuver on this sloping roof. Maybe you should consider making your way to higher ground. Maybe we should. Ascend to the highest point of the house. Oh, have you, Nocturne? Oh, okay. I guess the next time I see... I don't remember ever seeing this costume at cons before, but I guess like the next time I see it, it'll make total sense now. Like, I wonder if, like, when I go to... Next time I go to a con that has, like, tons of cosplay, I wonder how much Homestuck I'll recognize. Anyway. You go up here. Look down. You peek over the edge. Wrong edge, John. Wrong edge. John, look behind you. Wait, did he spot the handcuffs? It already seems like a long way down to your yard, not even to speak of whatever's below. But hey, weren't your trick handcuffs dangling from that branch earlier? Damn it, why did imps get to be making off with all your sweet gear? Oh, that's right, they were there. Now they're gone. Darn imps. Turn around. Oh dear. Oh dear. We're gonna turn around. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh god, there's more than one of them! Oh no! Oh good heavens! You are confronted with a pair of enormous foes. This is it. You have no choice but to wage a fierce rooftop battle. This is totally going to happen now, and could in no way conceivably be interrupted by a sudden shift in our attention. It's go time! It's time to do this thing! We're doing it, man! We're making this happen! Dave, stop being the other guy. I love the fourth wall breaking in the narration. It's like, this is happening now. There is no possible way that our attention could possibly shift elsewhere. Cut to the next scene. I'm delighted. Homestuck delights me. It fills me with delight. You stop being the other guy. You're not even sure what that meant anyway. Yeah, I think last week when we got to that part where Dave was like, be the other guy, I was like, what do you even mean by that? Anyway, I'm glad that Dave is as confused about what he did as I was. Okay, Dave, ascend to the highest point of the building. Ooh, there's like parallel actions going on here. Good, Seth. Blame Blitzy. It's good to blame Blitzy. Bro, Roof. Now. Bring Cal. We're doing this, man. We're doing this. Yeah, I kind of figured that, Jelly Possum. I kind of figured. Here we are, top of the building. Oh gosh, all those buildings are collapsing. Man. Psych! Wait, what? Oh, wait. ×2 double psyched out combo? What? 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 Okay. So I think, I'm guessing that girl we just saw in that brief moment was Garden Gnostic. That's my guess. And here we have the Vagabond. Just hanging out doing Vagabond things, apparently. I still don't understand what the deal with the Vagabond is, but let's see what's going on here. You are now the Wayward Vagabond. Oh, are we gonna get more Wayward Vagabond story? Is that what's happening now? Alright. Wayward Vagabond. Retreat. Got him already. Examine rotten pumpkin. What pumpkin? I love that. What pumpkin? There's no pumpkin here. I don't see a pumpkin. Do you see a pumpkin? Because I certainly do not. Let's check the little red bar. It appears to be a gauge for a large power cell, perhaps fueled by some type of nuclear reaction. If this is the case, it is relatively low on fuel, but who knows how long it has been running here. You do not care about this sort of nonsense, and you will disregard it at once. You are very hungry. Forgot to start the music back up. Capsulog can of gravy. By the little potted plant there. Capsulog? You have no idea what that means. It is total nonsense, and you do not know what to make of it. Oh, that kind of plays into my wonderings from earlier. You will not give the foolish notion a second thought. The Vagabond does not know what capsulogs are. He comes from a world where there is no... He or she, rather. Comes from a world where maybe their capsulogs don't exist? Alright. Alright, pick up the can of gravy. Just pick it up. You just pick it up. You are now holding the can of gravy. Use sharp teeth to poke a hole in the lid of the can. Let's do that. Your teeth are useless for the task. They are blunt like that of livestock, presumably suitable for mashing up plant matter, and not for puncturing metal. Attempt to open can with your weak, pathetic digits. Dook, dook. Dook, 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 dook. Your weak, pathetic digits are not strong enough to penetrate the can. Your fingers are certainly pointy enough, and your black carapace is suitably rigid, but you just don't have enough muscle for the task. Take the can labeled beans. Okay, you take that too. Let's examine the can of custard. Oh, the can clearly reads mustard, a fact of which you were perfectly well aware. Oh, that's a shame. I kind of wanted custard. It is sort of cumbersome holding all these cans at once. You doubt you can hold many more than this. Maybe one or two. You'll need to find something to put stuff in if you want to carry a lot of things around. Examine marking on wrist. Yeah, there was a marking on our wrist earlier. I noticed that. You drop all the cans and take a look at your wrist. Oh, interesting. is a sort of specialized barcode pattern. This brings back unpleasant memories, and you would prefer not to dwell on it. Let's examine the small potted plant. What plant? What plant? Oh, goodness. That is fantastic. Checkbook on human etiquette. It appears half the pages of this book have been eaten. The daunting volume is considerably lighter than it once was. Yes, they appear to have been eaten. I wonder how that happened. You are somewhat skeptical about the nutritional value contained by these pages. However, of the practical wisdom they contain, there can be little doubt. You have learned so much. Oh my gosh. I'm just looking at this picture, this diagram. Sustenance, intermediary, consumption. This is the key. I love how it explains the steps of eating animals. Just goes from take an animal, use the silverware, and then use your teeth. Oh, this is delightful. It's so silly. Clear out all the cans inside the purple machine. Yeah, there were a bunch of cans in there, weren't there? You empty the peculiar cabinet and take a quick inventory of your canned goods. You have beans, mustard, gravy, bread, shrimp, asparagus, cheese, rice, corn, peas, flour, chestnuts, mayo, ham, potatoes, and squash. Such bountiful plenty, and yet the delights taunt you from within their small metal prisons. Let's search the room for a can opener. You've already looked all over the place for a can opener, even making a few electronic inquiries about one, to no avail. Oh, that's right! That's right! He was asking for a can opener earlier. He wanted John to get a can opener. That explains that part. Nothing else inside the purple thing, either. Locate a nearby sharp object. You wield your trusty knife. There's actually a... You're not sure what they're called. It's an old rusted one of those red mailbox arm swing flappy doodads. Flappy doodads. Hey, Kremty, how's it going? Happy Friday to you. Let's see. Sorry, I was distracted by flappy doodads. Oh my. Either for letting you know there is mail on the box, or maybe for alerting the mailman to outgoing mail to be collected. You don't know, really. You've wrapped up a little piece of cloth around it for the grip. It is useless for opening cans. Okay. Be the imp. This means nothing to you. You are not an imp. You have no idea what an imp is, and you will not entertain such frivolous and childish ideas ever again. You feel stupid and hate yourself a little for even considering it. Become the mayor of Cantown. Oh my god. He built a small house. He built a tiny house out of the cans, and he got a sash. Okay. As the glorious founder and mayor of Cantown, you erect a dignified, majestic city hall out of cans, fittingly capped off with a tome of good manners for the roof. You have given yourself a very official and important-looking mayoral sash, made out of old cables to complete your look of authority. A number of rather civic-minded citizen cans gather in front of the building to offer adulation to their fair and magnanimous leader. All is well. I am pleased by this. I am quite pleased by this. Okay. Alright. You immerse yourself in this beautiful dream as you whittle away the minutes, or perhaps hours. Wait, what's happening in this thought bubble here? So the mayor's just walking around, there's a parade, there's corn, there's beeping, there's rooming, the sun is shining. You love the idea of being a mayor. You love everything about mayors, and the concept of an orderly civil democracy. It all seems so mannerly and reasonable to you. Everyone is friendly and happy, and the city runs like clockwork. The foundation of the government is based on mutual respect between the leader and its people. It is also built on having a really great mayor that everyone loves, who is totally amazing and heroic and brave. The Mayor Vagabond must be protected. Mayors are so much better than kings. You hate kings, and you think kings are really stupid. They are petty, bossy tyrants and are really full of themselves and are basically awful in every way. God, do you hate kings. Oh, so I suspect there's something there. I'm sure there is something to Vagabond's deep hatred of kings. And I'm guessing we'll find out later. Explore west of Cantown. Yes, Jelly Possum, I am excited that we are getting character development for Vagabond, because I was so curious about Vagabond. Alright. Over here is the other side of the room. There is another one of those purple storage boxes and some useless objects scattered on the floor. Are they really useless? They're like glowing and stuff. Use glowing rock to open cans. Glowing green rock to open cans. You pick up the nugget of uranium and... Oh, that was so stupid. Why did you do that? Why? Wait. Wait. Did he eat the uranium? Did the Vagabond eat the uranium? What? Vagabond, you don't eat uranium. That is less than ideal for your digestive tract. Oh dear. Well, that happened. Uranium. Vagabond. Uranium is the core of nuclear weaponry. It is not a delicious snack. God. Anyway, examine the box of crayons. Is you gonna eat that too? It's chalk, numbnuts. Oh, okay. Well, at least they're non-toxic, so if he decides to eat those. Inside the box, there are 12 pieces of chalk in every color of the 10 pieces of chalk. In most colors of the rainbow. You're excited by this. Wait, is he, like, only eating green things? Wait, he's only eating green things. That's interesting. Because he ate the rotten pumpkin, which I'm sure had some green on it. He ate the plant, which was green. He ate the uranium, which was green. And now he ate the 2 green pieces of chalk. Interesting. I wonder how significant that is. Try to open the storage box. It's locked. There must be some sort of release mechanism for this thing. Examine the contents of the yellow container. The container is full of motor oil. This does not seem useful to you right now. Rescue that poor lightning bug. There is nothing you can do for this new little friend. Attempting to crush the amber encasing the firefly would likely cause it harm. It nevertheless bravely flashes on. You find its light alluring, inspiring. To you it seems as if it could quite easily serve as the light of democracy. The light of democracy. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Use the chalk to draw some roads. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous and it makes me happy. You sketch a handsome network of sprawling thoroughfares for your citizens to traverse. The adoring population applauds its mayor's keen instincts for city planning. You even add some lush vegetation to your city with a piece of blue chalk because you can't seem to find a more suitable color for some reason. Lay a chalk foundation for Cantown civic growth. Civic growth. It's fantastic. You develop westward, settling those fertile plains and claiming them for your city. You section off a number of residential and commercial zones for civic growth, arranged in the only logical pattern that occurs to you. You color the residential zones with your piece of white chalk, but for some reason none of the colors in the box strike you as suitable for the commercial zones. Perhaps there is an alternative. Use your own pee for the commercial zones? What? No, it's not going to do that. You cannot urinate because you have not had anything to drink in quite some time. You are very thirsty. Also, that is a really terrible idea, and you would not consider befouling your wonderful city in that way for even a moment. Use motor oil to designate commercial zones. That could work. You fill each empty square with a bit of motor oil to complete the zoning. It looks rather striking to you. You can hardly imagine that an up-and-coming young can trying to make it in the world would not be delighted to live in your fair district. You are very careful not to get any of the unpleasant fluid on your person. Oh, interesting. So, very careful to not get any motor oil on himself. Okay. Alright. Peel label from can of mayo and affix to sash. Oh my gosh. He wrote an R on it to spell mayor. That is fantastic. Survey surroundings in search of more terrain for city. Alright, so he's developing in the other corner now. Oh, I just noticed that he labeled the streets like Can Drive, Can Boulevard. It seems you have run out of territory for your western expansion, but there is still a lot of empty wall space. Perhaps your citizens would be happier with a colorful backdrop that would make them feel more at home. Oh, he's gonna draw on the walls now. Oh my gosh, that is like super good chalk art. Vagabond's good at chalk art. Using most of your imagination and an entire piece of sky blue chalk, you render a bright and cheerful sky full of clouds. You've decided that very closely orbiting your city is a luminous planet about which orbits a single moon. You switch to another shade of blue and continue rendering on the western wall. So I wonder if there's significance to the luminous planet and the single moon orbiting it. I wonder what the significance there is. I imagine we may find out. Orbiting much further from your city are 4 planets. None of these have satellites, you've decided. Yes, that makes sense, you think. Oh, there's got to be some significance to this. There's got to be. So a luminous planet with a moon and then 4 other planets further off. And on the southern wall, beyond an impenetrable veil of darkness, occupying the furthest orbit yet, there is an ominous planet. A moon circles this one too. Oh man. I feel like these few pages right here, I'm definitely going to want to remember these few pages. I think I'm definitely going to want to remember these. Okay. Check that rampaging boy on the screen. Oh yeah, it's that guy. You'd almost forgotten about him and his confusing shenanigans. It seems like he has things well in hand at the moment. He does not appear to need your help, and you have already concluded that he cannot help you, at least for the time being. Turn on the other 3 screens. Oh my gosh. Are we about to, like, get, like, some major revelation here? Like, is there one screen for each of the friends? You have no idea how to turn these on. There is no mouse for this weird quadra-monitored computer. It can only be operated through text commands from its keyboard. Perhaps there is a special key or command which will allow you to switch to another monitor? Press tab. Alright, we press tab. He pressed tab. That's amazing. Oh my god, that is amazing. Oh wow. Well, he did press the tab key. Oh my gosh. Alright. Let's carry on. Consume several cans. Oh. Does he drink pink stuff? You free the heavenly brown elixir from the jewels of pink carapace and imbibe like the wind. It is so sweet and sugary, you wonder how so much sugar can fit in one can. Whatever mighty wizard concocted this potion is truly deserving of your fear and respect. Welcome the rest into the city. The tabs are naturalized as loyal new citizens of Cantown. All cans are welcome and equal in your city, regardless of can content, and whether empty or full. It's not like emptying a can kills it or anything. They are just cans, after all. Wow. Wow. Hit escape. Feeling refreshed and heavily caffeinated, you go back to work on the big computer. You hit escape, which seems to minimize the action window thingy, and reveals a history of all the commands you've entered. Yep, those cans do look familiar. I mean, not cans. Those commands on the screen do look familiar. I shall take my leave now, John. Let's see. Oh, we're looking through our command history here. Do the potted vegetable instead. It looks delicious. John, flail about in a distracting manner. Inspect hag ash incident. Do again as purple words say. Ignore this woman's tactics. Indulge the device, but be curt with it. Enough strange poetry from the red text. The purple text is less irrational than the red text. Ridiculous folly. Inexcusable. What color are the words that this chum says? The green text was attractive. Now view the red text again. John, what are you doing? Stop doing nothing. Troubling, investigate this. John, pursue adversary into that room. This chum will know what to do. Read your book. Stay aware of those foes. John, turn around. John, salvage your weapon and fight on. You said, put the bunny back in the box. Now exult. Victory spoils are yours. What about that card? Okay. Sorry, guys. I'll stop reading this line by line, but... The hag mentioned cookies. Pursue her. You do not say no to cookies. This happiness is insufferable. Oh my. I love the way the vagabond communicates. Anyway, you use the arrow key to scroll up a bit. You can't believe how much you've already typed into the stupid contraption. What a waste of time. What's the Suburb logo doing there? Home, view, switch 2, switch 3, switch 4, switch 1, escape, lock, room 3, pass, view, reboot? Oh dear. You scroll all the way up to your first command. It looks like there are more commands above it. Maybe someone was entering commands on this thing before you? There aren't many more. At the top of this list appears to be the very first command. Huh. So... Okay, so I think... So I'm increasingly convinced by what we're looking at right here, that the 4 screens, like there's 1 screen for each of the 4 friends. I think screen 1 must be John, because that's the screen we're looking at right now. And that was the last like switch command that was entered. And I suspect this lock room 3 thing, I'm wondering if that's Garden Gnostic, because we haven't seen Garden Gnostic at all. That's the only one of the 3 friends we haven't seen. So I suspect like 2 and 4 are Rose and Dave. I don't know which is which, but that's just what I think, just based on this. View, reboot. What's with the reboot thing, though? See, what I don't know is the significance of the reboot thing. Maybe the reboot thing is what caused John's house to, like, end up in the void? Yeah, because like this very first command, home, I guess it maybe brings you to this screen. View is the command that like takes you to like whatever room you're in. So I wonder what room they were originally looking at. So switch 2, switch 3, switch 4, switch 1. So maybe it started on room 1. And this person just like cycled through the 4 rooms. Then they hit escape to go back into the command screen. And they entered the command to lock room 3. And then when you type view, you go back to watching. And then reboot, I don't know what happened there, but it was on what I assume is John's room at the time. So anyway, sorry. We're about to find out, but I wanted to speculate first because like these are just like the thoughts that entered my head just based on what I'm looking at right now. So anyway, all right. Type switch 2. So let's see what happens when we type switch 2. You activate screen 2. The signal is garbled and you have no idea what you're looking at. Some sort of filthy beggar pleading for help? No one is around and nothing is happening. You seem to be locked out of any sort of interaction with whatever's happening on this monitor. Interesting. That's that wizard, so maybe 2 is Rose. Type switch 3. It's another one of those rapscallions. This monitor is locked too. You can't tell him what to do. Not that you really want to, since it just looks like more confusing nonsense to you. You consider switching to screen 4, but decide against it. Oh, come on! Switch to screen 4! You have a feeling that whatever's there could just confuse you even more, and you don't really care all that much anyway. Type home. So, okay, so I guess I was wrong about Garden Gnostic being screen 3, but I bet Garden Gnostic is screen 4. I was right, though, about the screens being the other friends, though. So I bet Garden Gnostic is screen 4. Type home. All 4 screens activate. Together they display a countdown starting at 4 hours and 13 minutes. Oh, there's 4:13 again. Type reboot. So I wonder what the significance of the countdown is. You can't. Nothing is working anymore. The timer seems to have disabled the keyboard. Oh dear. Wait a sec, though. So, hang on. So, home was the very first command that was typed. So, I guess home brings up that countdown, but it disabled the keyboard. So then how did the previous person who used this computer, like, get the keyboard to work again? That, I believe, is an interesting question. Alright, anyway, let's be the mayor. Enough of this nonsense. You are an important mayor, and this absurd contraption has wasted enough of your time. You've got a city to govern with a with a carapaced fist, which is to say firm yet polished, and supple as the situation demands. Anyway, this will help you kill some time while you wait for that clock to count down. Oh dear. I don't know if the clock counting down is a good thing. I don't know if the clock counting down is a good thing. Anyway, create employment opportunities for the citizen cans. Oh, that would make sense if it was the default command, Jelly Possum. That would make sense if it just started out that way. You temporarily dismantle City Hall to free up all the can power. Can power. That's a great pun. Free up all the can power available to create a vigilant town militia. You divide them into 2 groups, marking them with distinct teams and ranks using the piece of white chalk and the motor oil. You then organize them in a phalanx across the countryside, preparing for a stiff training regimen. When you are through with them, your forces will be a well-oiled machine. Chalk another one up to bold leadership. Oh my god. There were puns in here, and I am delighted by it. And there's gonna be sound on the next one. Lead your men to victory. Are they gonna, like... Is this gonna be, like, a game of can chess that's gonna happen here? Oh my gosh, he is playing can chess. Hey, Zepham, how's it going? Good morning to you. It's evening for me. But I hope you're doing well. I think it's been a while since I last saw you. How is life? How have you been? You waste more than 4 hours on this tomfoolery. Oh my gosh. Mourn the loss of Citizen Tab. Oh no! Oh no, poor Citizen Tab. Your caffeinated jittering must have agitated all the little bubbles curiously hidden in the liquid, creating too much pressure in the can. You speculate this is why it exploded as you nervously eye the timer. You're starting to wonder what will happen when it reaches 0. Maybe it would be best not to be near it when this happens. Hey, welcome back, Cotton Candy Mom. Minutes in the future. Oh, well that's not a bad state to be in, Zepham. I hope you're home safely, at least. Minutes in the future, though perhaps not as few as implied by circumstance. A peregrine mendicant trundles precious cargo beneath the gleam of the celestially ominous. Wait, peregrine mendicant? Alright, so we have, in addition to our Wayward Vagabond, we also have a peregrine mendicant who is traversing the desert with a cart of rusty mailboxes, it appears. Alright, anywho. Go outside and get some sun. You say a bittersweet goodbye to your beloved city. It is time to move on to greener pastures, by which of course you mean an arid, sandy wasteland upon which nothing green has grown in years. Oh goodness. The door shuts behind you. A panel on the door becomes illuminated. As you ponder over the marks on the panel, you hear another mechanical sound overhead. I don't know how to feel about that countdown that's happening. Oh goodness! Is the vagabond trapped? The LCD panel appears to have a touchscreen interface. Curiously prod the funny-looking spirograph. Oh, huh. So we've got the Suburb logo, and then there's there's this logo in the bottom left that John saw when he fell asleep. And we also saw this when Nanosprite told us about Skya, right? I think I remember seeing that. This one on the bottom right, I don't remember though. But let's keep going. Curiously prod the funny-looking spirograph. It appears the funny-looking spirograph room is locked. Oh, interesting. Oh, you're on your couch? That's awesome. Cool. Yeah, I totally remember you, Zepham. I remember all my Brenomaniacs. Heart! Alright, let's see. The floor rotates a full 360 degrees beneath you, while the surrounding wall seems to stay put. Huh. Select the triangle-y fractal. That definitely is a triangle-y fractal. Oh, that one doesn't appear to be locked. The triangle-y fractal room does not appear to be locked, as I just said. The floor turns 120 degrees, and the door opens. Ooh. You go through the door to find another room. It's the same size as the other one you just wasted all that time in, while a clock was ticking down to something which may or may not be your doom. Maybe there is something in here that will help you escape. Against the wall, there is another perplexing contraption. Oh, the bottom left logo is called the Suburb Spirograph? Gotcha. Gotcha. Against the opposite wall is some sort of control panel which catches your eye. Well, we're looking at Earth now. Oh dear. Oh, and it has the date 2009, April 13th at 12:13. And it looks like some other kind of coordinates. These look like vertical, horizontal coordinates. This looks like elevation, I'm guessing. Interesting. It has two large screens, but only one appears to be active. There are fields for numbers which appear to be modifiable with the dials to the right. Some numbers are already supplied by default, perhaps entered by the previous user. There are a few buttons below, the largest one bearing a symbol marking this room. Also, it looks like there is a meter stick propped up there for some reason. Huh. Interesting. This is getting curiouser and curiouser. Huh. Hey, Smart132, how's it going? Happy Friday to you. Attach your trusty knife to the meter stick. You immediately craft a measuring spear. Yes, a measuring spear. That's delightful. Through possibly the most advanced form of alchemy employed thus far. This is obviously the most important thing to do first. Obviously. Yeah, right, Zepham? I'm curious about that too. I'll have to go back like later and see if those coordinates actually point to something. But if you want to copy them down real quick and look them up yourself, here they are. Or it would obviously be the most important thing to do if you had remembered to bring your trusty knife. Oh no, we left it. Oh, we didn't actually make a measuring spear. We left the trusty knife in the other room. You feel so insecure without your trusty knife. It makes you want to slit your wrists, or at the very least, flog your carapace with some sort of measuring apparatus. Oh my gosh, everything about this is delightful. Look at the other wall. You examine the perplexing contraption across the room. You, of course, have no idea what it could possibly do. You adopt the only obvious course of action, which is to poke and prod at it with your handy ruler. You're quite sure this is what science is all about. Press the triangle pattern. You go back to the control panel, which probably obviously controls that gizmo, and you push the big blue button, which is obviously probably the most obvious thing to push. You appearify a pumpkin. What? Okay, first of all, a purify. So is this thing like in a purifier? And secondly, a pumpkin? Why a pumpkin? Let's examine the pumpkin. It seems this mysterious gourd was transported, purified, from a specific time and location somewhere on this planet you are on. You wonder if the machine, a purifier! Yep, it's in a purifier. Will take any object that exists at whatever time and location you supply. There is a symbol carved on the pumpkin. You don't know what it means, and you doubt it will ever prove to be relevant in any way. I'm guessing that this will in fact prove to be relevant in some way or another. Hey Harper, how's it going? Happy Friday to you. Or I guess early Saturday morning for you. Remember the symbol on the pumpkin. Yeah, Jelly, I kind of figured since the story said you doubt it will ever prove to be relevant in any way, I'm guessing it's going to be very relevant. Act 2. We're still on Act 2, Harper, but we are learning more about the Vagabond this evening. I'm very excited. I'm quite delighted. Devour pumpkin. You consider dining on the ripe flesh of the plump vegetable, but your curiosity about the purifier gets the better of you. You try to sneak a nibble from the pumpkin nonetheless. He's only nibbling on the green part. Inspect green buttons. You first examine the attractive green buttons. So he really likes the color green. The icon for the one on the left is that house shape you've seen plenty of times before. The right one on closer inspection appears to be the map for this underground facility, with an X marking its center. Ah. Yeah, it's like the same as that touchscreen interface that we saw on the door. This is really interesting. Press green button on right. You push the button. All of the numbers change. Oh, wow. Perhaps these are the coordinates for the location of the center of this facility, along with the local date and time? If this is the case, it would make a useful reference point for your current bearings. Oh, but he's conveniently blocking the date, so we don't know, like, what date, what year it is, things like that. We do know that the year starts with the number 2, apparently. Fiddle with dials. Oh, so we can totally change the time and stuff. One way to find out would be to attempt to purify something from this facility. It should be easy to zero in on a location relative to the center because you have an uncanny knack for tracking precise distances you have already traversed in whatever units you choose. That is rather uncanny. Your handy ruler gives you a good clue as to the basic unit of human measurement. You will go with that. Purify your trusty knife. You nudge the coordinates very slightly and bump up the elevation by 0.5 human measurement units. You make sure to keep the time approximately what it was to begin with. You purify your trusty knife. Purify Cantown. Oh my gosh. You nudge the numbers a bit more and purify a bunch of cans. This is so much more efficient than walking back to the other room to get them. You are to believe that time is at a premium, after all. Purify the pumpkin. Oh, man. Does this machine look like a purifier to you? Honestly, the idea that an purifier could both purify and purify things is so laughably ridiculous. You would wish someone would purify your brain and purify it with a brain that is more smart and less dumb. Use trusty knife to carve a spook schema in pumpkin. What the hell are you talking about? That idea makes no sense at all and is basically meaningless. Try using that mushy stuff in your gourd next time. Instead, you just carve off the top, exposing a decadent cache of gorgeous, seed-laden ambrosia. Needless to say, you consume all of it rather quickly, but it turns out to be too gross for us to watch. Too gross for us to watch, oh my goodness. Move spirograph switch. You cannot move it. It has a spirograph-shaped indentation and possibly will require a special kind of key to turn it. Okay. A purify firefly out of the amber. Oh, that's an interesting way to do it. Oh, it worked! We freed the firefly! Well, huzzah! You release your blinky new friend. You will give her a name when something suitably whimsical occurs to you. Adjust time dial to a purify rotten pumpkin. You and Serenity. He named the firefly Serenity. That's fantastic. Oh my goodness. Oh, it points out to the middle of the Pacific Ocean? That's interesting. That's extremely interesting. You and Serenity consider new ways to waste more time with the Purifier. You are assuming she is a girl firefly, even though you are not really sure that fireflies can even be girls. You target the extremely tasty rotten pumpkin that was sitting in the other room hours ago. It seems the Purifier cannot purify something if it will create a time paradox. A gelatinous ghost pumpkin purifies and quickly dissolves into a pile of unappetizing sludge. Okay, that makes sense. A Purify the grate over the entrance to the facility. Oh, that would free us, right? Serenity blinks a message of urgency. You nearly forgot that while trapped in amber, she was witness to all your tomfoolery and dilly-dallying about in the other room, and knows the timer is about to expire. It is time to get this show on the road and escape. You reset the coordinates with the right green button again, and this time only adjust the elevation by approximately 10 human measurement units. Alright, we got the bars. Now we hasten to the exit, post-haste. Oh, and the music stopped. Well, that's perfect, because we had to stop the music for this anyway. Alright, we're gonna hasten to the exit, post-haste! Oh, we're gathering everything up in the pumpkin. Oh gosh, there's the timer. Is this really necessary? This is incredibly silly. Oh no. Psych! Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't look too closely at them, Harper. Because I definitely don't want to be spoiled accidentally. Oh, wait. Unpsych. You attempt the rare and highly dangerous 5 times cliffhanger combo and fail. We are doing it, man. We are making this happen. We're making this happen. What was that hand? Oh, good heavens. A continent westward in years in the past, but not many. Damn, that was a lot of stuff that just happened. Oh my god. I'm not even sure I can process all of that right now. Like, so the room the Vagabond was in is like some kind of ship. It like, so like when the countdown ended, it like took off, and then we like flashed back to, yeah, there was a lot going on in that flashback. Like it flashed back to Rose. Like it looked like there was some kind of secret like escape tunnel in the crypt where her dead cat is. Something's going on with Dave and his bro. John's dad. Well, John's dad had the trick handcuffs, apparently, which is how he's able to, like, escape the imps that had captured him. Huh. Alright. Yeah, I'm guessing that this stuff will be explained later, but holy cow, that was a lot of stuff going on. Alright. Well, yeah, that is amazing. Man, okay, I'm gonna have to think about this for a while. Let's I had a feeling that was the end of Act 2. That definitely felt like the culmination of things happening, so wow. Hey! We got to the end of Act 2, guys! Woo! We did it! That's Act 2 of Homestuck. Wow. Yeah, I will definitely go back and rewatch that later, Harper. Oh, goodness. So, guys, I think that, we finally got to Act 3. I think this will be a good time to, this will be a good place to stop Homestuck for tonight. And then we can switch off and play a few rounds of Use Your Words. Oh, I'm sorry, Jelly Possum. I just saw your Can We Skip Use Your Words and continue with Homestuck. I think this is a good place to stop for tonight, since we got to the end of Act 2. And this is around the time when I would want to switch off and do Use Your Words anyway, so. Act 3 is about the length of Act 1 and 2 combined. Okay. Very cool. So that means we'll probably be doing Act 3 for, like, the next month and a half. Like, we'll probably be doing Act 3 through July and August or something like that. So, anyway. Well, cool. Awesome, you guys. Well, I will say this. I am really, really enjoying Homestuck, and, like, the storylines are interesting. Like, there's a lot of... I like the different characters. I'm, like, super